Man, don't you just love it when AI SOP is suddenly regulating healthcare insurance approvals, hiring, the government, the Albanian government, and nuclear bombs? Maybe the Luddites did have a point. But jokes aside, I saw these things pop up one after the other in the news, and it really did concern me. I've dabbled a lot in AI and ML, and from my personal experiences, I know that these things can be volatile. Like 9 times out of 10, it'll do a solid job, but suddenly there's that odd input, and suddenly the entire system just goes sideways in some sort of horrible feedback loop. Or maybe it even autocorrects, and then we get hallucinations, but still not a good situation. And we expect these things to run not only things in people's everyday lives, but also the deadliest weapons of the planet. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, but I'm not going to be a full doomist here, so let's take a look at what could go right. Well, for one, basically everything that people implementing these AIs are promising. More efficiency, more consistency, and more profits, well, for them, of course. Generally, though, there is no doubt that a well-trained AI is extremely powerful. It can find optimal routes, make fairer judgment, though that is not to say there will be unbiased judgments. It just means that they'll make the same decision for the same profile no matter what the circumstances are, which mind you is not necessarily a good thing anyways, and it looks good to shareholders. Furthermore, AI won't make many of the mistakes that humans would. After all, with humans, you have to deal with fatigue, case-by-case incompetence, so on and so forth, things that AI don't have. So, yay, maybe? Well, with that out the way, what could go wrong? Well, it's a lot. Integrating AI into our systems is kind of like reverse gambling. Instead of losing money slowly, you gain money slowly. And instead of hitting big wins, you hit big losses instead. It's just that those big losses could be, all of humanity. Furthermore, many safeguards that we have in place are insufficient to prevent this. Let's take an example for a nuclear AI weapon system. When it comes to safeguards, most people are proposing having AI give all the information to a human and making the human make the final decision. While this does mitigate the risk somewhat, it doesn't account for the psychological pressures and biases that the person may feel due to these systems. If you were in a room and you had 5 minutes to make a decision that could spell the end of the world and AI is assuring you incorrectly, with 99% confidence that a nuclear barrage is heading your way, would you have the time to make a proper decision? Could you question the accuracy of the AI? In the end, I do hope this never becomes reality, but it's already becoming reality on a smaller scale with things like healthcare and hiring and other government systems. And I really do hope that some regulatory system is put in place to hopefully prevent any future escalating harms, especially in a time that really doesn't need it. Subscribe.